Welcome back to another installment of the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ding, ding, ding! Woohoo!
The guy who runs the mic upstairs, his ears must be ringing, and I apologize, Greg. I'm so sorry, but it's the only day I can actually make a noise like that. I'm sorry.
He hates me anyway, dude, because I'm so noisy and I never shut up. We love you, Greg. We love you the most. I have a feeling things are going to get quite spicy in our studio this morning. Chef Clem, great to have you here for another edition of the Culinary Hotline. Bling. Today, the focus is on the most famous of all noodles, the instant noodle. Well, it actually takes a couple of minutes, but it's about as instant as you can get. Everybody has their method, their way. And if it's not like ours, you're wrong, okay? In fact, we're going to do that noise every time someone suggests the wrong way.
Okay, yes.
Bang the tin. No, in fact, this is a safe place. We want to know how you do your noodles, please. We're going to have a little bit of fun this morning and really beef them up. But you can join in on the discussion. Send us your voice notes to our WhatsApp line. That's 063-408-8863. How do you take your noodles, and why don't you like the way other people do their noodles? Let's add a little bit more.
It's quite specific because it's like a cup of tea. No one just like, tea.
But it's an emotional journey, buddy. So can I just first of all say to Gary Berkowitz, who was one of my closest childhood friends, just an absolute mensch, just a beautiful human being. This is how he taught me how to make 2-minute noodles, and this kid fed me after school almost every day with these 2-minute noodles. So for me, there's no other way, okay? So I know how I make mine, and I'll do it now, but I want to ask you, because you're the guy. You're the chef.
Like, people are like, oh, you don't eat instant noodles. Yes, I do.
You live off them.
And I love them. Mine is, I've got a method, because I don't like mine too brothy. I like adding my seasoning at the end. So that's intense flavor for me. So we're gonna do it together. Actually, take your position. Pick your noodle.
I have a feeling that you and I are coming from a similar place.
Similar background. Okay, cool. What noodle would you like? We got the chicken and herb, we've got the roast beef, and we've got the stir-fry flavor.
Thanks for asking, but it's always chicken, bro.
Okay, chicken,
man.
Chicken.
Absolutely love it. Thank you so much.
Well. We can do the same noodle and see how it comes out at the end.
I love that.
Yes, people are quite specific how they like this. Some like it very, very brothy. Some people turn instant noodles into like a all-day affair, where they make their noodles, put it in a container with a lid on, come back like an hour later, and you get these swollen noodles.
Yeah, you get Super Saiyan noodles.
Super Saiyan noodles. Some people, and this is to those kids out there who used to do it, they just open the packet and just chomp on the
actual dry noodles.
To those kids, where are you today?
You've just given me an idea. I'm going to air fry my noodles. I'm going to go home and air fry noodles. Yeah, no, I'm going to do that.
But it is a safe space. If you do like just chomping on dry noodles, let us know, because some people find it very satisfying.
Yeah, I guarantee you Zoe's got a weird way of eating noodles. Guaranteed. Let's hear from you guys, though, how you eat your noodles. Let's connect with our first viewer.
Good morning, Expresso.
Morning.
I enjoy my noodles with the chicken stir-fry, and I cook my stir-fry separately. Then I put my noodles in the microwave for like 4 minutes. Then I mix it with the stir fry. Then I enjoy it. I like eating it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, every day. I just love noodles.
I feel you, girl. I love that. So she goes like, extra in the microwave. I used to do mine in the microwave. Now I prefer doing them on the stovetop, but it really doesn't bother me. I won't. That part of the process doesn't really affect me too much. But you do want, I think, for me, I would normally just leave them. Once it reaches a boil, then I'll turn it off.
Okay.
And just leave it.
Do you set a timer, or do you mentally just keep track of what's happening?
No, when it calls to me. No, it's when the hunger, when my stomach goes, or my kid goes, Dad, where are the noodles? And I'm like, sorry, I'll be back. But you do, you want them, because they are quite absorbent, you want them to absorb a bit more. We're not looking for al dente with noodles. No,
now's not the time for that. And I also do like how our viewer said that she'll cook a stir-fry separately and then add the noodles. A lot of people do that. They actually focus on like a main flavor, big bulk element, and then just add the noodles, because that's how you bulk up a dish. That's how you get that noodly satisfaction without doing too much work. I love it. How's it going?
They need a little bit more boil, I think. And in fact, I've been dissing her, and I kind of called her out. So I think maybe we should let Zozo come in. She's going to bring me a whole bag of these little flavorful things. So how do you make your noodles?
I do it stovetop. Hot water, put the noodles in, wait for the water to... Like I would cook normal pasta.
Okay.
That's how I cook my 2-minute noodles, without the spices.
And then when does the spice go in?
No, I don't use the spices.
So that's you at the end, but with a
Yes.
little... Okay.
I
what do
do.
you
I
put?
love it plain.
Okay.
So I love soy sauce, so I'll eat some soy sauce, and then I obviously, for me, I like to bulk it up, so I add veggies, like stir-fry veggies to my noodles.
Because I think we often forget that they're the ideal accompaniment to other dishes because they're so quick. So it takes you like 3 minutes to stir fry, then you got to, what, 30 minutes for your pasta to cook? No, man.
No.
And they're light, which is quite nice. It's easy.
Can I have all your sachets of seasoning?
I've already now.
These are already dipped.
We can share.
We can share.
I'll take all the chicken ones. You can have the rest. Okay.
Deal. I like it.
I like it. I love it.
Thank you. I'm going to leave you guys.
All right.
So, as long as you're not rinsing your noodles beforehand, everything is all right. These are starting to come together quite beautifully. There we go.
Okay. I like it.
Are you looking there?
See, like, I'm at that stage where I feel like I need about 30 seconds. Doing it on the pot obviously takes a little longer, but I do like the experience of kind of like interacting with what's happening in the pot.
You've got to have chopsticks.
Oh, this is where you put the fork away.
Exactly. I don't know what it is. Maybe I do secretly love ramen the most. I love ramen.
Yes.
And I want to be able to make ramen.
Got you.
Okay, but I just can't. So 2 minutes, this kind of little cooking experience really is what I do. Okay.
Okay, I'm almost there.
I'm almost there as well.
Okay, so how are you gonna strain off some of that liquid?
Now I'm going to chopstick them out.
Oh,
Hey.
Mr.
Okay, I'm
Miyagi
taking the
skills
round bowl.
of note. Okay.
Look at that.
And I mean, for me, I've got to keep a little bit of that broth in there.
Yeah, you see this? The noodles will take a bit of the broth with them. Love that. You see, you're winning at life, dude. Because now we get the what? Flavor bazooka.
Bazooka. So what I
Beautiful.
suggest is when you put your seasoning on, you just give it like a deep inhale, get some of that seasoning in your sinuses. Then you stir. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But talking about flavor bazookas, okay? Now we're gonna mix this in.
You see, this is why we get on so well. It's because we make our instant noodles the same way. How cool is that?
Okay, give it a good mix. Give it a good mix. Now what I'm gonna do? Willies are like, okay, cool. Everything's amazing. Everything's great. You can have it just like that if you want.
Yeah.
They've come out with another instant way to add amazing flavor to your instant noodles, and it's this onion and chili crunch. People have been, this is like our 4th jar we've had in studio for
This
the past
is going to
2 days.
take over the world.
It is.
Right now,
It
Elon
is.
Musk is like, how can I get my hands on
And
some
kicking
of
himself
this?
is like, how did I not think of it? So it's crunchy, it's got a lot of texture, it's chili and garlic, but it's not blow your head off.
Yeah.
How's
It's
it-
not 2 times hot
Yeah.
noodles, okay? Absolutely amazing. Now, this is going to sound ridiculous, but if you want to get your hands on this recipe, you can go to expressoshow.com, or you can just do it. Just
do
make
it.
it at home, because it's that easy. I would not normally have any additives, but this just, and it's so crunchy.
It's so crunchy, but again, it's not a blow your head off heat. It's a how's it are you well heat.
And it's got
okay?
some beautiful
That's where we're
flavorful
at.
oils in there. Oh, the Culinary Hotline bling is going to continue in just a moment. It's all about our hero this morning, which is the instant noodle. How do you make yours? Let us know. 063-408-8863. We'd love to hear from you.
Hot.
Oh, it's so good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. This morning we are exploring the well-known office lunch, the instant noodle, with our favorite chef, Clem, on our foodie panel today. Please join in on the discussion. Send us your voice notes to our WhatsApp line, 063-408-8863. And we're going to be inspired by the trends now, Clem. In fact, we're going to take a look at some TikTok instant noodle videos that have been trending and then see if we can emulate. So take a little squiz at these.
I will eat noodles every single day for dinner, without fail. You can fact check me on it, because I will do it. I cannot go a day without noodles. If you opened me up, you would just see noodles.
If you open me up, you will just see noodles. I eat noodles. I love that.
I got so lost in that. I was like mesmerized.
I know, I was trying to follow what she was actually doing, because she was doing some things in there. So the joy of the instant noodle is you can take it. Levels, okay?
You can run with it.
How come we left none of the knives here? Why were the knives taken out when I came?
Who took my knives?
Oh, come on.
Sorry, guys,
Did you take our knives, dude?
You can't be talking about noodles, eating noodles, enjoying noodles without telling the world. Have you heard the noodle song, guys?
What?
It's another banger.
An anthem.
It is an anthem
banger.
and ode to noodles.
Drop it, drop
Please
it.
listen to this. It's from one of my favorite shows. The day in the night, give me oodles and oodles of noodles. Hours of noodles. Yeah, yeah. The thing I love best, I love noodles. Noodles. A burger is like a noodle.
Watch your wiggle.
Oh,
Every
it's
time
like-
we wiggle, we start to giggle. My noodle. Our noodle. My noodle.
Your noodle.
In a bowl or a cup.
I like to slurp 'em up.
Noodles.
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 I give me oodles and oodles of noodles. Ah, the noodles.
What?
Another banger.
Another!
Straight to number one. How do you do a TikTok to that, though? What is the... I suppose the chopsticks are going to come in handy.
You actually at home, you know what? Go find the song, film yourself breaking it down to that song, and we might play it next
No,
week
no,
on
no.
Culinary
Listen, I'm the
Hotline.
parent of a young child, and that kind of music, because that'll start and then it'll never stop. And 4 days later, your mind will be gone. Okay?
It's in my head.
I'm sorry to all parents
Wow.
that introduced that. Wow, but no, it did actually got me loosened up and inspired to take instant noodles to a higher level, my friend, to the heavens.
I'm gonna ask my
okay?
Josie to like make a remix of that song as well.
Yeah, I thought he did the original. I was so sure that was his voice. Damn it, I'm going to have to ask him now. So, buddy, you can do your instant noodles.
Yes, you can.
As we did in like 2.5, 3 minutes. Great. But it is a jumping off point, a platform to do something special. And I used the word ramen a little bit earlier. I know we're going to introduce some meats, but you don't have to even take it that far. You can just, with a few little additives, you can do something
Yes,
special. So what are
yes.
you going to make for us, my
So
friend?
you got 2 minutes to make your noodles, and you can find another 2 minutes to pump them up slightly. I've got the recipe for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little off track because now that I've got this chili crisp in my hand, which
We
is
kind of have to
it.
use it in everything, yeah?
Okay, so we've got the water going. We're putting the chili crisp in the water.
Get out.
Because we want a little bit of broth this time. A little bit
Okay.
of the broth. Okay, so chili crisp goes in, and in
My boy calls it the soup.
the soup.
The soup, and he's got to have a bit of the soup
He's
to
gotta have
suck
the
at the
soup
bottom
with
like
it?
that. So
Nah, I
despite
feel
my
you.
best efforts, he makes his noodles differently to me.
This time we're gonna go with the roast lamb.
Ooh.
Little savory flavor with it. But, like I said, if you've got extra 2 minutes, this is how we're gonna do it. So the noodles go in,
Okay.
into that chili crisp, and I'm gonna keep this aside still. So I was gonna do some slicing action while the noodles were busy cooking, because I mean,
Yeah.
what do you do during that 2 minutes while your noodles are busy cooking? I'm a mosquito. What do you do? What do you do in the 2 minutes?
But I'm probably cleaning something. Generally, with my kids, when we're engaging in full kid mode, you're cleaning something. Generally,
Okay.
tidying something up, cleaning something, feeding something, carrying one of them, generally, my 2-year-old. That's just the way that it is, man. You burn the calories as you
do.
eat them, yeah?
I asked on social media, and some people were like, no, I have a snack that I have while I'm waiting for my main snack to cook. That's fine. That's good. I mean, I don't have any kids. I'm trying to think, like, literally,
Yeah.
I'd probably just, like, chop and slice and look at the squirrels outside. But
Talk
it
to someone, it's
generally
beautiful.
takes
In fact,
2 minutes.
Let's talk to someone right now. We put it to you guys how you take your noodles. Let's hear from South Africa right now. How do you take your instant noodles?
Hey. Good morning, Expresso show. I'm a noodle queen, actually. I make my 2-minute noodles, right, with water, and then I let the water, throw the water out and leave just a little bit of water, then throw the spice in, and then I add 2 scoops of butter. And then that's it. That's all you need is butter in your life.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Yes.
we're gonna bank that one, put that in the vault and keep
Yes.
that. Let's hear from Mama.
Morning Expresso. I like my noodles with poached eggs. Like I make them with poached eggs. It's so nice. You must try it.
With
Poached
what?
eggs.
That's almost very traditional, like how you get some type of ramen dish.
Yeah, oh, you've got that
Poached
soft-boiled egg on top,
And then
yeah.
you break through the yolk, and you mix the yolk into the sauce. South Africa, why are you so creative this morning?
Yeah,
I
don't
love
sleep
it.
on it.
I love
Butter
it.
in those noodles. I dig that because the fats carry the flavor, right?
Sorry, you're talking, but all I can hear in my head is, what did you say?
Slurping noodles, my noodles.
I love it. The butter idea, I think, is also pretty cool because that'll almost thicken that broth up a little bit, make it ultra rich. And I feel like if you're in a rush and you need something that's going to carry you from lunchtime to the end of the day, that butter's also going to give you a bit of extra energy.
Yeah.
So I love the butter idea. The poached egg thing for me as well is such a winner. I'm
whiz
trying to
for
think
the
of a way we can hack a poached egg in the office. We'll work on that.
We'll figure it out, man. Let's hear from Elizabeth. How do you make your noodles?
The thing about when I make my noodles, I put it in the oven
and the micro oven. But yeah, thank you, Expresso. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Bubas.
I love
Noodles.
that. I love that. With Mom's help, definitely going into the micro oven.
Micro
also known as
oven.
the microwave.
Microwave,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that.
Same, but different. I mean, if it comes out cooked, it's the same thing. Oh, that's so cute. Elizabeth, we love you, man. I hope you're going to have an amazing day today.
Okay.
Oh, hopefully this is going to inspire people to look at their noodles slightly differently.
Yeah, like step up your noodle game.
Okay, did this come to you in a dream, dude?
No, this is literally how I used to rock it in when I used to work at Taste magazine. This is how we used to do it, like in the office. We could have a little chopping board, a little knife. We got a little bit of thyme, boom, 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 slice up some spring onions, some garlic. I mean, oh yes,
See, this
garlic,
is what
some
happens when you
chili.
put like 4 of the best chefs in the country in a room together and force them to eat something really quickly. You know,
And we would go to town on this. Okay, so in that broth, you see a little bit of that floating orange oil. That's in that chili crisp. I've added the seasoning on top of it now, okay? So, a little bit of processed cheese. Normally we put this on our burgers, you know, get the perfect melt. But today we're gonna add it to the nudes, okay? Okay.
This is crazy.
Put that on top of the noodles. Instantly,
It starts to
melt.
It starts to.
But we're gonna hit it with a
encapsulate the
little
flavor.
more of that broth to really promote that melt.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now I think it's fitting for me to say if you want this recipe, you can go to expressoshow.com because we have spiced it up a little bit. Some gorgeous spring onions.
So here's the thing as well, right? If you got a little bit of the flu, a little bit of the sniffles, you want to bump up those electrolytes.
Yeah.
That broth has got all that chicken seasoning in there, the good electrolytes. We're hitting it with a little bit of spring onion, a little bit
Open
of
up those airwaves.
chili.
And it's going to make you feel good because this is comfort food on a different level.
If you think this is amazing, wait until you come back for part 3.
Oh, please. In the interim, can we play a little bit of a song, please? I think
Play
we
a
know
song,
what song
Mr.
we want. The
DJ.
Culinary Hotline will continue in just a moment.
Give me oodles and oodles of noodles. I love noodles. Gotta dance, gotta.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's on fire in this kitchen. We really have been having so much fun. Welcome back to our noodle-themed hotline. And we have learnt a thing or two when it comes to instant noodles today. But Clem, we know, has an ace up his sleeve. Okay, I've been dropping hints all morning about ramen, about meat, about all the things I love, and the fact that you can take the humble instant noodle and elevate it to gourmet levels.
And this one is quite
It's
fancy.
proper, buddy.
Look, it's a special occasion when you're not going to make this every day. But it's worth making, believe me.
You could make it every day. Let's
could.
just say if you're that guy, you could make it. But first, I've got to connect with you. Of course, we put it to you guys, how you make your noodles. We wanted to find out. So let's find out exactly how our latest viewer makes their instant noodles. And of course, our crew eat all the noodles, and they've been chowing down and going to be living like kings this morning. But let's see how they take their instant noodles. Make it on the stove top, boil it, turn it off, let it cool down, take all the water out, then put the seasoning on so you get maximum flavor value.
Crunch it in the pack into the bowl. Spice on the dry noodles. Fill water to just cover noodles. 2.5 minutes in. Cling! Done. Mix it in. At the end, don't throw that water out because when the noodles are done, soup time. It's soup.
Woo!
So I just boil it in some water and then add the spice mixture. And then once it comes out, I add fresh tomatoes, spring onions, a little bit more spice and sauce.
So the way I make my two-minute noodles are on the stove with some water. Once it's cooked, we drain the water, we add in the seasoning, we mix, and maybe a soft-boiled egg.
So I usually make my 2-minute noodles with frozen veggies on the stove. I'm old school like that because I like the veggies, and then I get nigiri, like seaweed type vibes.
Yeah.
Put
seaweed in there.
Nice.
I put it in a bowl, then I boil the kettle and I throw the water on it. Wait till it gets a bit soft, but then 2 minutes is never 2 minutes. Then I put it in the microwave and then I heat it up for like another 3 minutes. Then it's nice and soft, drain my water, put my spice on it, eat it in less than a minute.
My 2-minute noodles is never 2 minutes, it's 5 minutes. I like to bouge it up, so I have like mushrooms and tomatoes. And then once I'm done with my 2-minute noodles, I add some crumb chicken to make it that more filling.
Bunch of mad scientists we work with. Some great ideas there.
All different.
Everyone is different. I thought this was going to be a divisive day, but it's actually uniting us because I think everybody has their own little style, additive method, that X factor to elevate their noodles. So whether you're doing it on a budget or not on a budget, like we are right now, you can have so much fun. Okay, so this is about as close as I'm ever going to come to creating ramen myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so please, show me how. We've got a beautiful slab of meat there, sirloin by the looks
a beautiful
of it.
sirloin. And I actually thought about it now. You could probably make 5 portions of noodles using this one piece of meat. So let me tell you how I'm doing it. So I popped the steak into the freezer for half an hour because we're going to thinly slice it.
Oh,
and that just helps you get like that thin slice.
Okay.
So I'm going to take the fat off, but don't throw it away because it's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
And we're going to make some beef fat roasted potatoes.
100%.
Keep that,
That's
keep
gold.
that.
Yeah, absolute gold.
So-
how would you keep that? In a freezer bag?
In a freezer bag, in a little baggie, but do mark it.
Okay,
Mark it,
date.
label
Put
it.
the date on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay. Christmas, we're coming for you.
While you slice up the steak, I want to hear from Anne, one of our viewers, to find out how she takes her noodles.
Morning, Expresso. My name is Anne.
Morning.
I normally do my 2-minute noodles with a bit of lemon juice while I prepare it, and then I throw off all the water and I add lemon juice and my spices. Then with a Durban curry.
Oh, Durban curry is the one she's going for. Yeah, look, I mean, I grew up, there was pretty much only chicken and beef. Now you've got so many delicious flavors. We've got our, I could almost just snack those right now.
And you could, but we're going to kind of create more surface area because we're going to cook the steak in the hot broth from the nudes. Okay? So I'm going to ask you to put those down in a piece of paper, cover it again. Got a rolling pin for you.
Okay. Ooh,
Give it a good whacky whack, just to kind of like space them out a little bit. To our bowl, and we're gonna, this is what I love about this dish, everything happens in the bowl you're actually gonna serve your noodles in. So to our bowl, we're gonna go with our new favorite ingredient, the chili crisp. Okay, chili
Yeah,
crisp
I have a
in.
feeling this is going to sell out today.
It's going to, I'm telling you. Chili crisp goes in.
And look, whether you're a fan of chilies or not, this is amazing. Not at all hot, like just a bit of warmth, I would say, but the texture and the flavor in that oil, just amazing. So how do I do? Do I just roll, bash,
it's up,
just
up to
smash?
you. You can give it up. There we go. Remember the piñata from our birthday?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So do this.
When I almost bashed Zoe in the head. I'm
And
sorry,
Zoe
Zoe.
almost took out half of Expresso with one swipe. Thanos, right there. Boom. She didn't take us all out. But yeah, give it some love. There we go.
Hey,
To
that's
this, I'm going to
looking
add a little bit of green chili. A little bit. I mean, also, you know who you're cooking for.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you dig it, do it.
A little bit of ginger. So where did I go? That was chili, ginger, a little bit of garlic.
A little bit of garlic.
Okay. A little bit of soy sauce.
Okay.
Oh my word, I just said that, and Zoe's like right next to me and I can feel it
Yeah,
looking
I
at me.
know.
She got the piñata stick again.
I think this is her vibe. She's already eating the food. I think she's been sneaking in here and eating. Every time the cameras are off our food, she comes in and sneaks a noodle.
That's okay. That's okay. So a little bit of sesame oil, super fragrant. Okay.
And this is the Zhuzh sesame oil, hey?
Yes, it is. It is.
Because the flavor profile on this is exquisite. And a little goes
a long way.
very
And you
long
can
way,
smell
please,
that.
eh? Oh, that's
Okay.
amazing. You actually just, to make something Asian, pretty much my go-to is just put a drop of sesame oil
There
on
we
it.
go.
You're like, oh, wow.
Absolutely.
This is
So I'm going
gorgeous.
to ask you to add the steak to that. We're going to let the flavors marry. And what happens when you get married? You multiply. What's going to multiply in our bowl? Flavor. How do I come up?
Are you trying to tell us something?
No, hey.
Are you trying to tell us something?
Hey. Okay, steak goes in. Steak goes in. As soon as it's done, that's fine. It's okay.
No one
I can
gets
go
left
to the bowl.
behind.
You're going to give it a mix, and there's enough flavor in there to get really kind of like cure the steak. But we're going to go one step further. And I mean, steak, you can eat this like this. It would be
I was
so
going to say,
good.
that's pretty delicious as is, but I suppose the key here now is we've kind of changed the mode of the meat.
The mode of the meat?
The mode of the meat, so it's a completely different principle to cooking now. Normally, like, I mean, you've taught me how to cook a phenomenal steak. This is a different vibe, so this is about quick. Hey, just get it in and out.
Yeah, and you're not looking for that char, you're looking for velvety texture. So I've added the seasoning to it. Am I doing this right? Here we go. I'm a lefty.
You could
Steak
hot
in the
broth,
bowl,
hot broth,
in.
and that's going to cook it as
It's going to cook it. And you want to make it, you want this to be a full bowl. Did you see how Kat did that thing when he went?
Yeah.
At the end, you want to just all that broth, but we're not done.
To the noodle song. We're not even finished yet.
We're
Okay,
not
well,
done.
you put the finishing touches. Let's hear from our viewers now, how they take their noodles. Lay it down.
Good morning, Expresso. I make my noodles in the microwave and then I add some grated cheese with some garlic and mayonnaise and chilies. Thank you.
And some mayonnaise, bit of cheese, bit of mayonnaise. People are pushing the boat out.
I love it. I love it. Okay, cheese goes on. We know what's going to happen to the cheese. It's going to start melting.
Melts beautifully.
We're going to add a few slices of jalapeno. Again, it's not hot, hot, hot. It's just like a hum.
For me, this kind of heat goes beautifully. It's almost kind of pushing into the Thai space a little bit, where they use chili for flavor, not for heat.
There we go.
Yeah, and that's a key thing to remember, is you're going to get the warmth, which just, I think, allows you to appreciate a meal with your olfactory senses, the whole kind of sensory overload. It's not just about the taste. But I think that's where Thai cuisine really gets it right, is how to use chili for flavor.
There we go. Thai cuisine also very big on texture. We had some crispy onions on there. Okay, what else have we got here? Let's go with a little bit of sriracha. Okay, give it a little drizzle.
And you were telling me there's a new family member on the sriracha team.
If you haven't tried the smoky sriracha from Woolies, get your hands on it, and then just don't put it on food. Just open the bottle
and just drink it, glug, 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 glug.
Just do it, just do it.
And
okay,
that's it.
That's it. So what I do is, while it's still piping hot, you know you can't go in right now, it's still hot. During that time that it sits and it cools down slightly, it's gonna cook that steak, but you don't tell anybody that there's steak in it. Then they start eating, and then boom, steak.
Can I try?
You know what? If you are brave enough to go in, try the heat. I'm gonna clear some space for you.
Ooh.
And also with ramen, you're allowed to slurp.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sure you're supposed to.
Show me that.
Hello, my little friend. Who else is here? Have you got some friends? Hello.
Look how that's cooked. Look.
Hey, and that's beautiful. It's slightly pink. It looks
we might get some very hot food action right now. You're gonna give us that.
I was going to do the whole swing around slurp.
Get in it. Okay. Brave. It's hot. Tell me about the texture of the steak. Tell me about the broth flavor. Tell me about the noodles. Tell me about how it all comes together. Tell me how it's changed your life. Tell me how you're a better person after tasting that. Tell me how your life is just completely just like...
If it weren't for the flavor, my mouth wouldn't have even noticed the steak.
Okay.
It just dissolved into my mouth. Absolutely beautiful. The layers of flavor, you don't even notice the heat. It just comes as an afterthought. This beautiful warmth. The layers of flavor through there. My mouth is still unpacking that. Absolutely beautiful. But the winner, the broth.
The broth. How many Graham's Engels out of 10 do you give this? How many Engels?
8 Engels het op my...
You know, behind the angels did something to Graham.
Off my tongue. Absolutely beautiful. That is incredible. And these are instant noodles, my friend.
You're an instant gem, my friend.
You're an instant hit. You're an instant superstar. Well, if you can top this, if you can make instant noodles that are better than these gourmet, I'm going to call them ramen. I know it's not officially ramen, but this is the closest that I've ever come to creating something like that. Absolutely beautiful. The flavors are so punchy. It's delicate, and it really didn't take us a lot to make this, man.
No.
This is special.
8 Engels.
8 Engels. Op my tongue.